We doing everything they talk about. You know I'm everything a boss about. Not putting work and gotta toss them out. I'm really biting, they just barking out. I'm really riding, they just parking now. His street, what to talk about. See the big H when I'm walking out.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Base Coverage presented to you by Knoah Teamwear. I'm your host, Jamal Clay. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the content that I'm providing for you guys. It's Media Week here in Base Coverage, and today we have the Vienna Vikings coming on to the show. We're going to start with the offensive guys that we have. We have Jackson Erdman, quarterback, tight end, Mr. Worldwide, Adria Botella Moreno, and wide receiver Jordan Bouah coming on to the show to talk about their matchup, and we'll get to know them and their teammates a little bit. So before we get into the interview, here's a quick word from our partners over at Knoah Teamwear. So welcome back, everyone. It's Media Day here with the Vienna Viking players. Today I have, or for this segment, we're going to be speaking with the offensive guys. I got quarterback Jackson Erdman. I got tight end Adria Botella Moreno. And I got wide receiver running a little bit late on Italian time, Mr. Jordan Bouah. So, fellas, what's going on? How you guys doing?
Great, man.
Doing well. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, definitely. Hey, we're heading to, the biggest game of the year in Europe. In the best league in Europe, for you guys, the Vienna Vikings, it's your first time, not only in the league, but you're making it to the championship your first time around. You guys had a great season, so definitely congrats on that. So Andrea, I'll go to you for this question. One of the top teams, not only in Austria but all of Europe, and it's documented. They have a great foundation with the youth program and development, and now you're, as I mentioned before, in the best league, playing in the biggest game of the year in Austria, it just so happens to be. Do you guys feel like there's a sense of pressure or urgency heading into this game for those reasons?
I don't think necessarily pressure. Actually, since we started prepping this year, I'm talking early talks in March, the goal has always been to be in this game. As you said, the Vikings has been a very successful organization in the past, and obviously the main goal they had moving into the ELF was to win it all. So I feel like we're right to where we wanted to be. We take care of business throughout the season. We did everything we had to, and now we're in a position to actually fulfill that main goal. So I know for most of the guys, it's a very special moment, not only because obviously it's the biggest game in Europe right now, but they also get to play at home, so it feels almost like a home game advantage, like playing the championship at home. So it comes like almost a national pride to defend their country. So I think.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, how far is Klagenfurt from Vienna?
It's like 3.5 hours, 4 hours driving. So it's not too far.
Not too far.
Not super close, but.
What's for someone who's been in this game last year? For actually the team you guys are going against in the Sea Devils, obviously you're looking for a different outcome. But what can you take from last year's experience heading into this game, or some things that you would share with your teammates in Vienna?
For me, last year, it sucked losing, coming all the way to such a big game and coming so close to win. Like it was last year, it come down to a last second field goal, and it was a couple yards short. For me, what I've been preaching to the guys is just take pride in the preparation, and enjoy the process of preparing for this. This is a big time moment. You have to be control everything you can control, because obviously when you play in such a big stadium, there's a lot of emotions and everything going on, but you have to stick to your preparation. And I know it sounds almost stereotypical, right? But football is a game of inches, and especially in big games like this, it comes down to that. It can come down to couple yards short, penalties, all that mental stuff that you can prepare for. I feel that's the biggest game changer in such a big game like that, because it's going to come down to a couple plays that would change completely the outcome. So it just comes down to preparation. Enjoy the process to it, and enjoy the moment too. You don't get to play that many big games like that in Europe, so it just embrace the moment and enjoy every down, every rep that you can have on the field.
Most definitely. Just give me 1 second. We're about to add Jordan to the mix here. Get him on. All right, so Jordan, welcome to the show. Sorry, we had some little technical difficulties, but I'm gonna go to you for this question. So, with you guys in the Vikings this season, obviously you got off to a rough start with injuries, but that didn't derail in terms of how you guys performed. There were a lot of questions heading into the Raiders game. Who would be available leading even up to this point in the championship game, but you guys are still able to overcome that and had one of the great seasons this year in the ELF. Talk a little bit about the journey getting to this point and about you guys heading into the championship game.
Yeah, so it's definitely been an interesting journey. It's been difficult, and I feel like we really was able to adjust thanks to our approach to the season from the get-go. We had high expectations since week one, and despite the fact that all the guys that went down even before the first game, we had 4 season-ending injuries before the first game, and that kind of throw us off. We are at 14, if I'm not wrong, right now, which is crazy number. But it was our mindset of just lock in for the game that was needed that week. We had this 1-0 concept going on all season, and I really think it worked for us because we just focused on what we were able to do with the roster that was available that week, and all the rest at the end of the day was just to the side because that was the goal, and we just kept working for it, and it worked for us. I was saying it worked for us probably until the Frankfurt game, in which I feel like we definitely were missing people while we were also just getting accustomed to win. And when you when you keep winning despite losing players and making errors and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to keep yourself accountable and be like, okay, we're got to get better at this and this and that. We got to just keep our focus, and that game really put us back on track, I feel like. And since then we just been rolling with whatever we had available.
Most definitely. And your offense has been one of the most prolific offenses throughout the league, and your offensive coordinator is up for one of the assistant coaches of the year. Jackson, talk a little bit about the relationship that you guys have with Danny Mitchell, and how, that relationship translates over to the field. Obviously, it's been, you guys have had been successful all season, but talk about how that relationship with you guys has translated onto the field.
Man, I've never had a coach like Coach Mitchell. I think everyone on the team loves him. He's just down to earth guy, just radiating, positivity, love. He's always given even practice, before we go out, he's always giving these hype speeches and just getting everyone fired up and everything. And God, he's awesome. And he's genius too with the X's and O's. He does a great job just scripting every game, every week, the practice plan. There's so many details. And he's just a guy that you want to play for. And the biggest thing for me too, coming over to Europe, I wanted to play for a team that's more so like a community, where we love and you excited playing for each other. And Coach Mitchell, he just radiates that, and that's just the guy and coach he is, and it's been so much fun playing for him.
Yeah, he's a high energy dude, and I had him on preseason talking to him a little bit. We got our paths crossed through some connections, but yeah, he's high energy all the time, good dude, good vibes all the time, and now he's going up against probably his toughest challenge in terms of playing a defense that's as strong as the Hamburg C-level defense. So Andrea, talk a little bit about the defense, what you see in them this year, or what can be different about them this year versus where they were last year when you played with them.
I mean, most of the guys stay the same, right? It's most of the homegrown guys, but I think they made some really strong additions, especially in D-line. And not only that, but some of the guys are able to stay healthy. I mean, Ed Bali has been able to play the whole season, and I feel that was a huge difference compared to last year, where he had the ankle issue and he came back for the championship game. So I think I mean, they proved it all season long. It's a very strong defense, but they're not unbeatable. I think we have a solid plan for it, and it comes down to us playing our game. As you said, we had a very prolific offense all year round, even though we've been missing guys. I mean, I think till this playoff game, we haven't had all our starters healthy since week 5 or something like that. So it feels kind of nice to have all our weapons available. and that kind of opens up the playbook to do what we do and be able to play like we're meant to play. So obviously I'm looking forward to play against some of my old teammates. You know, it's going to be a great matchup. I think it's the game that everyone wants to see, you know, like literally the best two teams in the league going against each other. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, because at the end of the day, I mean, as a competitor, you want to play against the best competitors out there, and that's what we're going to get on Sunday.
Yeah, the ELF fans are in for a treat with this one. Not to mention, you guys didn't play each other this year, so it's going to be a fresh matchup, a storyline from all the angles. You know, Germany, Austria, Sea Devils versus the Vikings. You know, there's so much going on in this game, but a lot of people are definitely looking forward to it. So, hey, let's get to know you guys and your teammates and your coaches a little bit. So, Jordan, I'll go with you for this one. All right. So, pick one defensive player, right, on the Vikings defense, right? You know, it's Wednesday, it's karaoke night in Vienna. You know, pick one player and one song that player has to sing.
Oh man. One defense player. I don't know. I would make either Louis Horvath or Thomas Knoah song anything typically Austrian. that would be my treat. Yeah, one of them two crazy fools, the IKEA boys.
All right. Jackson, let's go to you for this one. Name a movie, right, that describes the Vienna Vikings offense.
Oh shit. I did not expect that. Fast and Furious.
Oh, okay. The whole sequel or a specific one?
The whole franchise. Every single one of them.
All right.
Jordan is Dominic. I see you driving, bro. I see you driving.
Jordan's dumb. Always has like a sledgehammer or something. All right, Andrea, this one gets a little personal. All right, you might hurt someone's feelings with this one.
Oh shit.
Who's the ugliest defensive player you guys got?
Oh, damn. I can't mess up with the team chemistry like that. I can't.
Hey, listen.
Feel like that.
Hey, listen. I got the defensive guys coming on in about a half hour, so they're gonna get their turn right back.
Oh God.
Ugly as
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Who do you
You can pick if you want.
I mean, that's not fun to please fifth on this one. I'll go with shit. There's a few options. Nah, I'm fucking around. Oh, I'll go with Vito. Let's go with Vito Milauer.
All right, Jordan. Last one. All right.
Yes,
Name an actor that would play your head coach, right, in a romantic film.
Ooh, I don't know. I'll Denzel. Let's get it.
You say Denzel?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, that's it. I got one more last question for you guys. Final thoughts heading into this game. Obviously, last game of the year, biggest game of the year, championship game. Obviously, you guys are super focused. Just wanted to light it up a little bit, and instead of just strictly talking X's and O's. But final thoughts heading into this game. Like, what's your mindset? You're in the locker room, pregame, before the coin toss. What are your final thoughts heading into this game? Everyone can answer.
Yeah. All right. For me, it's like I was telling the guys before the Barcelona game, I felt like we really had the power to just go out there, be ourselves, and have the ability to not make the games close. We really do that. If we watch, film throughout the weeks and stuff like that, the trend is always the same. And Coach Mitch, it's always been on it. It's like we are stopping ourselves. So far, we have been stopping ourselves. We haven't met the scenario in which we're like, oh, damn, now this is not working. If it's not working, it's because one of the 11 guys is messing something up. If you can cut that to a short percentage of plays and just execute, that's really everything we need, because we, as you said, we have all the firepower. We have diversity. We can run the ball. We can pass. We can do a whole bunch of stuff with this personnel. So just execution, stay focused, no mental mistakes, and that's what we're rolling with.
Exactly. Adria, I'll go to you next.
I mean, for me, I'll give you more a personal answer. For me, it's as I said before, to me, it's a direct redemption shot from last year. You know, like I feel like not many guys get a chance to go back to back in championship games, and I have like a chance to actually take this one home with me. So for me, that would be the first thought. The second thought is kind of also a redemption shot for the season. You know, I've been hurt most of the season. Like I haven't been able to help the team as much as I wanted. So for me, now it's the time, like when it matters the most, you know, championship game, help the team to get the win, and let's all get some rings after this.
Most definitely. Jackson, let's finish it off, my man.
Yeah, you know, kind of what like Jordan said, what it comes down to is it's simple. It's just doing our job. It's not trying to do too much, or we have all the skill, the power, very, very talented offense. Our defense is lights out, but what it comes to is just, taking care of our responsibility and just execution. And, we're all confident in that. We know who we are. We know our strengths, and we have a great game plan and everything like that. So what just comes down to is just, tuning out all the outside noise, kind of how you said there's so many spins on Austria, Germany, the teams haven't played each other yet, all that stuff. But, what it comes to is just like tuning out all the outside noise, just focusing on what we have to do individually and as a team. And it's just coming down to the little things and executing.
Most definitely. Well, hey, it's definitely going to be a great game to watch. I appreciate you guys coming on. Media day with the Vienna Vikings. I had Adria, Jordan, and Jackson talking a little bit about the game, and we got to know their teammates and their coaches a little bit. But hey, fellas, I appreciate you guys coming on. Good luck on Sunday. This won't be the last time we talk with you guys. All right. Well, there we have it. Media day with the Vienna Vikings on the offensive side of the ball. It was fun getting the chance to chop it up with those guys, see what their thoughts were about the game, and some fun other topics we talked about. So we're going to continue media day with the Vienna Vikings, and we're going to go to the defensive side of the ball in part 2 of our media coverage today. Don't forget, Knoah is giving out free swag all week long. All you got to do is follow Knoah Teamwear on Instagram and follow Athletes Forum on Instagram, and you automatically enter your chance to win some free stuff. Shout out to our Knoah winner for this episode, as they'll be getting some free gear on behalf of our partners. So let's continue to stay tuned. This is Base Coverage Media Week with the Vienna Vikings Media Day, covering the defensive side of the ball, coming up shortly on the second episode. Stay tuned.
Nobody. Hard work, they don't know about it. Hard work, they don't know about it. Hard work, they don't know about it. Animal.